Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm Huda Shaikh, a nutritionist, clinical dietitian, founder of a nutrition website named NutriBond, and your host for the evening. So we have another amazing expert with us today, and she would be talking about child's health. For parents, their child's health is of extreme importance. Most of the times, parents are worried about their child's health, their child's weight, their child's height, or whether their child is eating enough or no, or whether their child is eating enough food in a day, or the kind of food they are giving them is enough for their child or no. So many questions. And also, due to the lockdown, a lot of parents have not been able to take their kids to the doctors for regular checkups, for vaccinations. Hence, they are even more worried. This is our fourth episode of hashtag Being Healthy with Huda Sheikh, and let's have our next expert in the frame. So, with us, we have Dr. Zinal Shah. Let me introduce her. Dr. Zinal Shah is a dynamic pediatrician and a dedicated lactation consultant who is passionate about babies and strives to make the journey of each mother a happy one. Been a gold medalist and university topper all through, she believes in bringing a change, and she made it possible by being one of the few lactation consultants at the prestigious Hinduja Hospital. She's an international faculty for training paramedic staff members and mothers. She has done numerous workshops with BPNI Maharashtra and UNICEF. So, within the interiors of the country, she's been working a lot with mothers. She has helped more than 5,000 mothers to achieve their breastfeed and successful initiation within the first hour of birth. She is also the pioneer in induced lactation. Welcome to the fourth episode, Dr. Zinal. It's amazing to have you.
Thank you very, very much, Huda, for this kind welcome. And good evening, everybody. And I am very happy to share my knowledge and hope that I can be of some help to all you lovely mothers over here.
Absolutely. So, Doctor, tell us, how has the lockdown been for you so far?
Okay, so the lockdown has been, to be very honest, a lot of learning. It has been amazing. Learning in the sense, I realized that I was running by the clock always. Okay, like now also, I just managed to reach home at 4:30, dot to go live from the hospital. So it's like my life has always been, there's some emergencies and there are patients who need me and there are telephonic consults and there's everything. So, that running, I got free time to actually look at myself and think. And that is something which I really feel that it is essential. But why are we running so much for? I realized that it is something that we should be, sitting back. I got a lot of me time, a lot of thinking time, a lot of time to have nice chai, and a lot of time to do good cooking, a lot of time to spend time with my family, my kids, my husband came from Canada with my husband. So I think that God is giving us this time for some reason. There is something.
Absolutely. So, have you been heading to the clinic or you are taking online consultations? How are you managing your work?
So to be very honest, I'm doing both. I have when the first lockdown was announced, my daughter came from Canada. I had self quarantined myself for 14 days. After that, when none of us had any symptoms, I started working. So I go alternate days. So I do routine pediatric consulting, routine outpatients. I do vaccinations. I'm doing vaccinations. I'm doing deliveries. I'm doing everything. But yeah, I'm not managing. So I have COVID patients. My hospital is a non-COVID hospital. So I'm seeing the other part of the patients, like patients who are healthy and lactation consults. And I'm doing a lot of online consults also. At least now the government of India has officially allowed doctors to start online consulting after this lockdown. So in India, online consulting wasn't allowed before this, but now most of the doctors have started doing online consulting. So that has been very nice. And I think it's become a new trend now to start more of online consulting.
Right. Doctor, could you be more audible because people are not able to hear you. So, in case
Okay.
your voice is going and coming in between.
So want me to come
Yeah,
closer
you're
to the
audible.
camera?
Yeah, yeah,
I'll come
yeah.
closer to the camera. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah, fine, fine.
Okay, good.
So, what challenges have you been facing as a doctor post the
During this
lockdown?
lockdown. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think since we were talking about online consulting, I have been facing a lot. I feel that when I'm doing online consulting with a patient whom I've never seen, and versus I'm doing online consulting, with a patient whom I've seen. So I think I can't diagnose without touching a patient. So that touch, that human touch, or maybe my understanding of seeing a patient, doesn't happen in that. So I think that is the biggest challenge, that even if I have to see an online patient, I'm not sure of the diagnosis I'm making here. And I'm
Right.
not sure of what I'm treating, if I'm treating something, because when you see a baby or when you see a patient, you see multiple things. You see the pulse, you see the skin temperature, you see the abdomen, you see the breathing. There are multiple things which you can't do online. So I think that has been my biggest challenge, is to diagnose online and reach at the right diagnosis and treat the patient. So that has been very tough. Maybe we are not used to it, but I can do a routine fever consulting on online. But I can't do something else online. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing, what I've been facing is that there has been a lot of fear amongst people. So people are panicking. Like, there has been many conversations with the mothers, talking on one sneeze of the baby, and that could this be COVID-19?
Right.
Like today, I had this one mother who came to me running, okay, and that is how probably there were so many patients who came without appointment. She is just feeling that she can't sleep, and she is feeling that I'm having corona, and she's feeling that she's feeling breathless. So she's not breathless, but she's feeling that she's feeling breathless. So these kind of challenges are there where I think it is more got to do with your psychology, with your mental balance, with your thought processes, and with not living in the fear. So I think the biggest challenge has been dealing with the fear of people, that every cough, cold, every fever is not okay. So that is
Absolutely.
the fear, which I think half of the time we are only counseling and counseling, and we are only trying to make mothers understand, or parents understand that their other diseases have always existed and will exist. We will see infection, we will see appendix, we will see respiratory infection. We are not going to die outright. I don't think the
Absolutely.
environment has changed so much that we are not going to see other diseases. So how to actually, I don't think any doctor till now has figured out, and we are figuring, I'm figuring out as to how to differentiate that which cough cold could be COVID and which cough cold could not be COVID. So the best way is obviously to do the test, but it is very difficult to keep doing the test. So there are a lot of challenges we face over here to understand that am I treating a normal cough cold or am I treating a COVID,
Right.
especially when it comes to babies.
Right. So, many parents are worried about their child's immunity due to COVID-19, and they are trying to find different ways of keeping their child healthy. So, what would you tell them, and what would you suggest in that case?
Okay. There are two types of immunity. Okay, so for the parents who are not aware of this, so one is your innate immunity. Innate immunity is something which I'm born with. Okay, like we say that your genetics gives it to you, or your mom, you get it in your mom's womb, or you get it
Right.
through breastfeeding. So that is the immunity which you already have within you, which all of us are born with. And there's something called as acquired immunity. Acquired immunity is which we acquire later during our life. Like when we see, suppose if I got chickenpox once, I will not get chickenpox again because my body has already acquired immunity to chickenpox. Okay, even
Absolutely.
vaccination is acquired immunity. So I have given a vaccine to the baby. Now that baby will be protected against that particular disease. That is the acquired immunity. So acquired immunity is something which we gain with time and with exposure. Now with COVID, the problem is that we all didn't have an immunity. Okay, because none of us have been exposed to this particular organism. So here it is called that your natural immunity should be able to fight, like how we fight normal diseases. Why nothing happens to us when we eat the street pani puri or we eat the street food? Because our body is immune. Why we don't offer children such street food? Why we take care of small babies when they're very small and we don't give them warm boiled water? So the point
Right.
is, since the immunity is developing, we are have to take care of it. Now, children who don't have that high immunity are more at suspect. But these babies are currently not going out. So most important thing is, I'm sure today I saw one patient and his mother told me that, ma'am, I'm taking my baby out after almost 3 months. My baby is seeing daylight after 3 months. So you can imagine that your parents are not in their parents and parents are not taking the children even outside their homes, right?
Absolutely.
So you are not taking your children out. So if you are at home, so your coronavirus is not going to jump into your house. Okay, it is going to come either through you or through somebody else who's entering into your house who probably has it, and it is going to get transmitted through the droplets. So it is very
Absolutely.
important to understand that unless and until you come into contact with the droplets, you are not going to get any infection. Okay. So being at home and being safe, that is what I think the government has been requesting all of us to do is, and I know it's tough, but now looking at the situation, I think it's best to keep breaking the laws right now and not let them not venture out for unnecessary reasons unless and until you have to go and visit something for an emergency to the doctor or something. Second, and very important to increase the immunity is good food. I'm sure you are a nutritionist, so you know better than me. But it is eating healthy food. I tell you, there's a very beautiful statement with one of my friends who's a nutritionist who mentioned to me, and this statement I tell to every patient. I'm sure you also must be using it. You are what you eat.
Absolutely.
You are what you eat. Your face, your hair, your immunity, your health, everything is what you eat. Okay, so if you eat healthy, you will not have diseases. You will not have, our grandparents, our forefathers, they lived till 100 years. You know why? Because they ate good food.
Very
Yeah,
true.
they had such good immunity. They had such shuddha khana and such shuddh things that they never had diseases and they never visited a doctor. I'm sure today also our grandparents come and tell us, हम लोग तो इतना डॉक्टर के पास जाते नहीं है, तुम लोग इतना डॉक्टर के पास क्यों जाते हो, right? I'm sure everybody has heard this statement from the grandparents always.
Yes.
But because in the previous times, these kind of diseases never existed, plus the body immunity was so good that they could fight out any infection. And till the age of 100 also, they never had diabetes or they never had hypertension or, they were probably very strong. So I think everything is related to your food. Okay, so
Absolutely.
immunity comes from food, and so giving children healthy food. Okay, giving children homemade food, not giving in packeted stuff, not giving outside stuff is very very important. So I think this lockdown has taught us one more thing, that we can survive on homemade food. We need not necessarily go out to high-end restaurants to eat and to satisfy our cravings. And I'm sure by now all of us have become wonderful cooks and we are cooking everything.
Very true. I
You
know.
are, yeah.
I mean, people who've never cooked also have started cooking, and they're making
No,
amazing
I
things.
made rotis after 10 years. Okay. I started baking. So it's like earlier I always had my cook and my help to do something. Now I don't have anybody. So I have to do it. So the point is that eating good food and eating homemade food increases your immunity. And eating garam garam khana. We Indians have this tendency to eat garam khana. And that is
Yeah,
something which is very good because you are eating the
absolutely.
food fresh. You are not
Yeah,
allowing any bacteria to grow in your food. You are boiling it and you are eating it,
right.
whether it is plain dal rice or whether it is plain khichdi also. So I think your
Yeah,
children's immunity depends. Most important is on the food. So I'm sure you have been telling all your mummies about all that. Second very important thing is water, giving warm water. So even in this current situation, I've been telling everybody to keep drinking warm water and keep having warm drinks. You can have warm
right,
soups, you can have warm porridges, you can have warm, any pani with, you can add some maybe turmeric or ginger or keep having warm things. That helps you in increasing your immunity and it increases your mucosal immunity. So,
right,
you are not exposed to anything. So even if coronavirus is going to enter your body, it is not going to enter through any stuff. It's going to enter through your nose or your eyes or your mouth. So you will not be exposed to the mucosal immunity. Okay, your mucosal immunity increases with warm water and therefore it will not affect you. So that is another
right.
thing you can do. Second is I personally feel, no, Huda, I'm seeing a lot of mothers going crazy with sanitization, hygiene. 10 times a day they sanitize the house and they sanitize the door handles. And I mean, don't panic, don't do that. You know why? Because we have grown up, we have grown in mud. We used to go and play in gardens and muds and potholes. Okay, nothing happened to us ever. So our body has been exposed to so much of organism already that corona is nothing. It might just come and go, and I might not realize also that I had COVID, right?
Right.
The point I'm trying to make is that don't wipe away the good bacteria. See, there are multiple bacteria in the environment which are good and which are bad. So there are a lot of good environments which comes from the walking in the grass, which comes from playing in the mud, which comes from the children are crawling on the floor, or they're trying to put supple in their mouth, or they're trying to put newspapers in their mouth. So this is actually giving your children immunity. So don't be
Very
so
true.
paranoid about sanitizing everything because when you're sanitizing everything, you're wiping away the good bacteria also. So that doesn't mean that you deliberately allow your child to eat dirt. But if you see every child goes big listen, they will put things in their mouth. They will put your hair, they will
Right.
put your clothes, they will put everything in their mouth. And this is a part of their immunity. let them grow stronger, let them learn how to fight it out, and then they will become even not just probably the any other disease which they will fight also. Even the sanitization of hygiene, okay, in this current situation is not essential. You know, I know people who are going mad over hygiene, over sanitization, trying to make it
OCD.
OCD, absolutely OCD.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, need to do that.
Okay, so doctor, a lot of mothers have given birth, so they are first time mothers. So they have these questions that what precautions should we take for our child? So, they'll be taking the child from the hospital to their homes. So what precautions should they be taking? And even if they have to take their child for a vaccination, what precautions should they be taking?
Okay. So see, vaccinations is something which we can't delay anymore, right? During the first lockdown, even we had delayed all the vaccinations, but then we have been telling parents that now you no longer can delay vaccination. So it is better to take your child for vaccination. That's the first thing, because those diseases are more life threatening. Okay, not to give DPT vaccination, not to give measles vaccination, they are going to be more life threatening. So we have to give those vaccinations. The most important thing is what I'm telling them is that plan that optimal surgery, that your waiting time is very minimal. So that's what I have been doing. So I give slots to my patients. So my patients don't have to come and wait like normally how they wait. Normally there's a crowd in the clinic or hospital where there are 10, 12, 14 patients waiting. So you don't have to make a crowd. First thing, you have to ask them to you have to slot the appointments. Second thing is I ask them to wait in the car and go up only when the previous patient goes out. Either the doctor can do this or the receptionist or the assistant can do this so that you are immediately coming up. I tell them to wear a mask, the parents to wear a mask and wear gloves. And obviously, the child can't wear masks and gloves, but I'm asking to carry the child's own bed sheets. So, you know, you have the own blankets and bed sheets, so you're not placing your child on the hospital bed sheet. So, your child is not going to touch anything in the hospital. Or if the baby is small, you can carry them, or you can bring them in a carry cot, or you bring in your own hands, so that you are not allowing the baby to touch anything in the hospital. So you have to do this. And then as soon as you are out of the hospital, so as soon as you get out of the hospital, remove the gloves, discard the mask, and take a bath. All of you all take a bath, and then
Absolutely. Also, doctor, is it safe to breastfeed during COVID-19? A lot of mothers, I'm sure, would have come up with this question that whether they can breastfeed their babies. Is it safe? And also, I've seen reports, and I also saw the CM of Maharashtra saying that a lot of corona positive or COVID-19 positive mothers have been breastfeeding their children. So
okay.
how safe is it? And at the same time, should they be breastfed?
To be very honest with you, there have been some publications by WHO and even by IYCN. So they have said that breastfeeding is safe during COVID. So a mother who is suspected to have COVID or who is having positive COVID should be breastfeeding and should not discontinue breastfeeding. But you have to follow the cough etiquettes, or you have to probably follow the mask. And you know she has to be not sneezing and coughing on the baby, and she has to be washing her hands again and again and sipping warm water with all that. Now, the reason we are doing this is because we are telling this is because if the mother has already having it, there is a very high possibility that the baby will get it. And the newborn baby needs the mother. Okay, so the baby has to be kept close to the mother. It is a crime to take away a newborn baby from a mother. Let me tell you this.
Very
You for the sense of security, for the bonding, and even for the growth of the baby and the development of the baby. Breastfeeding has far higher advantages than what COVID-19 can offer to the child. So there are a lot of mothers who are asymptomatic carriers, and a lot of mothers who actually don't even know that they have COVID and they have delivered and they have their babies and they've gone home. So I've had this kind of cases also. So it is very, very fine to continue breastfeeding. So don't panic and say that I will not breastfeed. Only thing is you just try and see to it that you don't kiss your baby. You don't go very close so that your saliva or your mucosa comes into contact with the baby. So those precautions you can actually try and continue to breastfeed. Let me see if I can figure out. Okay.
Yeah. So, doctor, also as you were already mentioning that a lot of parents had their child's vaccination scheduled. and they couldn't take those vaccinations or couldn't take their child to the hospital because of the lockdown and because of stringent rules. So
Mm.
now, as you've already mentioned, there are certain vaccinations that cannot be pushed ahead. So in that
Right.
case, should parents take their children, to the clinics, to the hospitals, and get these vaccinations done as soon as possible?
Yes, ideally yes, because as I said, that we can't say these are more life-threatening conditions. But you can also search for a pediatrician which is close by and which has a standalone clinic. So you're not taking to an extremely big setup where there is a lot of people coming in and going out. So I feel that going to a little smaller place and going to a place where you are kind of more easily approaching the doctor rather than having to face better.
Okay. So, at the same time, what precautions should parents take? Now, you've already mentioned, but what again, I'll just, so that people have a fair view of what we are talking. What precautions should parents take while they're taking their child to the hospital? It could be like any age group.
Okay. So, see, you as I said, if your immunity is good, nothing will happen. Okay? Very important precaution is not to touch anything, not to touch anywhere, because there are a lot of droplets which go and settle down on the fomites. So, what I mean by fomites is, touching the door handles or touching the table surfaces or touching the doctor's equipment or the weighing scale or, probably touching the staircase or the lift function. You have to be careful that you as a child don't touch anything. No, just wear gloves. So if one parent wears gloves, so you're not touching anything. And very, very important, don't touch your face after touching. This is the mistake which all of us land up doing, and probably even I sometimes land up doing it, and I have to be extremely careful. So what I do is I remove my gloves, and then if I have to itch or touch my face, I touch, and then again I wash my hands and again wear gloves. So it is very, very important that you don't touch your face. Not touching your face. I have a headphone. So very, very important is that you don't touch your face and don't touch your mucosa because we have this tendency to touch your eyes or touch your nose and touch your mouth. So don't touch anything. Okay, that is our most important precaution. Third, I feel what remedy is very good is hot water. Carry hot water with you. Drink, keep sipping hot water. So when you're breathing, you get some energy also, and you are not getting exposed to any viruses. And if the viruses are there, they get discarded or they get killed in the hot environment. And
Right.
less waiting time. Don't have much of waiting time. The waiting period should be very minimum. That is very important. Okay.
Okay. So,
But this
at the same
yeah.
At the same time, I see a lot of women, especially new moms, complaining that they are not able to express milk, or they are not getting enough breast milk at this point of time. It could be due to various reasons, but they do have these complaints, and then they tend to give formula feed to their child, or they start semi-solids pretty early. So, what do you have to say in that case, as you are also a lactation consultant?
See, to be very honest with you, milk is something which the nature has given you. Okay. And there is no reason why a mother will not produce milk unless and until there is some medical reason. What I mean by a medical reason is that probably if a mother has some illness or probably has taken some drugs or probably she has some hormonal issue. Other than that, usually it never happens. But yes, of late we are seeing a lot of mothers whose supply has been an issue. So I think supply is definitely related to your hormone. It is related to your prolactin and it is related to your oxytocin. So these hormones are directly proportional to the stress hormones. So if you are going to be under stress, then your milk supply is going to reduce. So if you're not going to be under stress, your milk supply is going to increase. So when you know that you are stressed, your milk supply will go down. So very important to consciously take an effort so that you are not stressed. Is something which is very, very important to increase the milk supply. Second, don't try and be one of those helicopter parents where you keep worrying about everything. So when you keep worrying, that is the time when the milk supply goes down. I feel a happy mind gives a happy motherhood and gives a happy breastfeeding journey. So if you are going to be happy, you're going to produce more milk. Okay? So previously, women never had this problem to produce milk because they were very happy. So not to get stressed. I think too much of knowledge also is harmful, Huda, at times. So the
Very
Google,
true.
Google and internet gives you so much of information that mothers get confused. Okay, so probably their parents, their mom might be, her mom might be telling her something, her grandmom might be telling her something else, her friend might be telling her something else, and Google might be telling her something else. So there's a lot of information which is floating around, and half of it is not true. So because of that, I see a lot of women going into this confusion state, and that is where they go into that mode that, oh, I can't do it, and they give up. Okay, but to have that confidence in yourself and only follow the right information, okay, to figure out what is good for me and my baby is the most important key over here. That helps you in increasing the milk supply. Another thing is water intake. That not to get dehydrated. Okay, water. So if you have to produce milk, you have to increase your water intake. Okay, drink a lot of fluid. Next is food. Have a lot of food. Now there are a lot of galactogogues available which we use in our practice. They are very effective, and in food only I recommend a lot of galactogogues. Like moringa is a very good galactogog. You have little peas, which is a very good galactogog. You can use oats. You can use coconut. You can use bajra. You know, there's a lot of things that you can use in food. But the point over here is that you don't want to have those kinds of food. Like that, mother will tell you, Doctor, I can't have milk. It's so cut. Like, why you can't do that? You can have some way of doing it. You know, fenugreek capsules are sold abroad. They are so bloody expensive. Thirty
Absolutely.
dollars. $30 they sell one strip for. So you can have natural fenugreek. It is available to us. So you figure out and you can increase the supply. And if you see supply is not increasing, then probably you need to see a lactation consultant or you need to discuss this with your gynac that you need more additional supplements.
Absolutely. So, as Doctor mentioned, we have a lot of galactogogues, and she's also named few galactogogues like fenugreek seeds, oats, dalia, barley, and fatty fish, eggs. All of these are very good. Nuts are very good. Your seeds, so your flax seeds, chia seeds, all of these can be consumed if you are facing an issue of less milk supply. So, as she has been saying right from the start, that your diet plays a very, very important role, be it your immunity, be it breastfeeding. If you have a good diet, you will definitely be able to breastfeed your child. And as she said, you have to be positive, you have to be affirmative, and you need to feel that, okay, I can breastfeed my child. There's no reason why you cannot breastfeed your child until and unless you are under stress, or as she said, you are taking certain medications. So also, doctor, a lot of parents have these questions that how they can take care of their child during the pandemic. And also, as you mentioned in the beginning, a lot of parents have been going crazy behind if their child sneezes once or coughs once. So they actually go paranoid when their child coughs even once, or sneezes even once. So what could you suggest to such parents? And there are quite a few children who tend to fall ill pretty frequently. Every now and then they have cough and cold, and then their parents go crazy. And then at the same time, what happens is, due to the pandemic, due to corona, parents are actually very, very tensed if their child falls ill pretty quickly. So what would you like to suggest in that case?
Okay, so see, every I tell people that the immunity of the child takes 2 years to build up. So first 2 years, yeah, the children are more prone to catching infections. So whatever we see maximum babies coming in between 0 to 2 to us. Then 2 to 5, it's again little less. 5 to 10 again is little less. After 10, we don't see them because they are born, they're big enough, right? And they are
Yeah.
whole body enough, right? Okay, until
Right.
little is a critical situation. So usually the trend is that. So first 2 years, because the immunity is still building. So all newborn babies, okay, typically take 2 years to build the immunity. So I tell parents to please wait for 2 years to let the immunity build up. So I'm one doctor who does not give immunity boosters or supplements in the first 2 years of life. First 2 years of life, so between 6 months to 2 years, is only food and breast milk. This is the only way
Absolutely.
immunity is going to increase. You know, I have seen so many babies who have fallen sick, Huda, because mothers don't breastfeed and they are on formula milk. So mothers don't realize this, that by giving formula milk or by giving any other milk, you are only reducing your child's immunity by giving artificial things. How do you
Very
know
true.
where the formula is made? It is in powder form, it is a processed form, it is with preservatives, and it is coming in what dabba it was made, how many time back, you don't know. So giving all this, actually you are reducing your child's immunity. People don't
Absolutely.
realize this. By giving bottle, you are reducing your child's immunity. Okay, so you are yourself only reducing your child's immunity. So that is very important that you give breast milk. You give homemade khana for between 6 months to 2 years. Like today only, I had one nurse, staff nurse. Okay, her baby is 7 months. Now imagine, I feel so embarrassed that my staff nurse is giving biscuits to the 7 month old child. I'm like, how can you give maida to a 7 month old child? I'm like, you give fruits. You should think banana nahi sardi hota. Now there's a myth in our society that banana if you give, my child is going to get sardi. So nothing happens. What that poor banana has done, yaar. Give banana to your child. Give fruits to your child. So I think there are a lot of myths, no, because of which people get carried away and they go into the wrong thing. So I would say during this pandemic, it is very important that we focus on healthy food and homemade food. So if you give this to your child's immunity is going to increase. Don't give Maggie to the children. Don't give biscuits. Don't give packaged stuff. Try and stick to natural homemade garam garam khana. And eat normal khana, food made at home, and believe me, the child's immunity is going to increase. Now, children will keep falling sick again and again. Okay, as I said, we give them 2 years. One very important reason in our country is less than 2 years also, it is anemia. Children are very low in hemoglobin. Now, everywhere in the world, most of the countries, they have this norm of checking the hemoglobin at 6 months. Which we in India, we don't do because the moment you say that you go and check your child's vitamin D and hemoglobin, they record, doctor, you want to do a blood test for my child, and then they
Yeah.
will disappear. They don't want to do blood tests for their own children. Obviously, nobody wants to go and prick their children, right? So, anemia is one thing, especially vegetarian food does, because you are not doing enough of iron in your child's diet. It's a very funny thing, Huda. In my old household earlier, my mom used to bring pav kilo sabzi, and pav kilo sabzi 5 people used to eat. Okay,
Hmm.
you can imagine how much of vegetable is actually going into your body.
Right.
Okay, so the point is the amount of vegetables or the amount of fruits which your child is eating. You think you are giving your child, but you are under giving it. The quantity of what you are giving is less. This is what parents don't
Absolutely.
realize. So I think the
Absolutely.
quantity of iron-rich foods and the quantity of calcium-rich foods, what you're giving to your children during this pandemic has to increase. So as you said very correctly, even children, you can give flax seeds, you can give sunflower seeds, you can give dry fruits, you can give cheese, you can give paneer, you can give curd. There are so many multiple things which can be given from home only. So give homemade curd. Earlier there used to be this pratha of having homemade curd in summer. Everybody used to eat
Right.
homemade curd. You make it in the morning and you have it. People have forgotten that. So please
Right.
start making homemade curd and give curd to your
Right.
children. You have curd. Curd is the best probiotic and it increases the immunity. Curd and
Absolutely.
heart in this summer. I've been telling all my friends in this pandemic to have curd and heart. It is actually a very good thing to increase your immunity because it is homemade.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, also, I'd like to tell our viewers if you have any questions for Doctor, please feel free to put your questions down and she'll try to answer your questions. Also, Doctor, before we end the session, some few words of wisdom for all the parents, for the new parents, new mommies, with regards to their child's health and what they could do at this point of time to keep their child healthy. Because at the end of the day, that's all they want to know, and that's all they want to do because the child's health is of utmost importance to every parent. So at the end of the day, they want to know how they can keep their child healthy, even while we are going through this pandemic and even after the pandemic is over.
So I think the first and the foremost thing to have a healthy child is having a healthy environment in the house. Okay. So what environment is your child in? Okay. So if a mother is going to be very hyper, very panicking, then the child's development is going to get affected. Or even for that matter, if there is too much of, I mean to say, negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative behaviors. So very, very important is get your family behavior right. Okay. Get your environment better. It's very easy to say, Huda, that be positive, talk positive, but when it actually comes to doing it, nobody can implement it. So
Absolutely.
people go crazy and they're like, oh my God, this happened. Like I used to get frantic phone calls in the middle of the night. Oh my God, doctor, my child is sneezing, my child is having a cold. So don't panic. Hospital is fine. Second, try and keep your head in its right place. Okay, even this phase is going to end. Better times are going to come. And look at it in a positive way that you're getting to spend more time with your children. Like I'm having a lot of mummies who are doing work from home, a lot of mummies who are doing work from home. So you have to have you're not getting the same travel time. So you're getting to spend more time at home with your kids, with your partner. So might as well use this in a good way rather than using it in a bad way. Okay? And if you want to fight with somebody, like I have teenage parents who have been fighting with me, they are very, rashy and they have anger tantrums and they have the mood swings and stuff like that. So these things are going to happen because even they are frustrated. So understand things from your child's point of view. So if you have bigger children and they are throwing tantrums, it is okay. Even we throw tantrums. So it is okay to throw a tantrum, to understand that it is okay to get angry. It is okay not to eat well. It is okay to sleep longer. It is okay not to follow discipline every day. So don't be too rigid about the rules and don't be too disciplined. And just let the children be the way they are. Give them their space. That is what I would want to tell everyone.
Absolutely. So I think definitely words of wisdom, because most of the times we try to be perfectionists when it comes to, we want to be perfect parents. We want our child to be perfect. We want everything to be perfect. But, we are humans at the end of the day, and to err is human. So, and to forgive is divine. So just don't try to be perfectionists. Do whatever you can for your child. As a parent, I'm sure you know what's best for your child, especially as a mother. You know what's best for your child, and just do it for your child. But don't panic, as doctor has been saying right from the beginning. Don't panic, and don't try and feel that okay, you're doing less for your child, because I mean, definitely, whatever you do for your child is, you will always feel that it's less, but then don't have that guilt in you, or don't try to express it.
Word, no, use the
Yeah,
E word, the worst word. Stop feeling guilty. I'm sure every
yeah,
mother gives their best to their babies and they are giving their best.
absolutely,
So if you slept for 2 hours more or if you ate an ice cream, don't feel guilty. It's okay. Your baby is
absolutely,
not going to catch cold by you eating an ice cream. So what I mean is just
absolutely,
you going into guilt zone is again going to affect your mental sanctity and your babies. So not going
absolutely.
into guilt is also very, very important.
Absolutely. So, as she's been saying, eat a healthy diet. Make sure that you are eating healthy, your child is eating healthy. Have more of home cooked food, homemade food, because now, we know since the pandemic has set in, we are definitely trying and making an effort to not order food from outside. We are trying and making everything at our homes. So, please make sure that you are giving healthy food to your child and you are eating healthy at the same time. So thank you so much, Dr. Zinal, for being a part of this session, and for educating our parents and for telling them how important it is to eat healthy and to stay healthy at the same time. It was such an insightful conversation, and thank you so, so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Huda.
Thank,
Okay.
thank you so
Bye
much.
bye. See you.
Bye. So, with this, we end the fourth episode of hashtag Being Healthy with Huda Shaikh. Our show is powered by Kotak Mahindra Bank. So, we'll see you next time with another amazing expert. Till then, take care of yourself. Don't venture out if it's not necessary. Stay home, eat a well balanced diet, and take care.